Hey, Service Nation, good to be with you today. We are going to jump in right away with the three critical, devastating, butt kicking, ball to the soft spots mistakes that you can make in your service business so we can business so you can make them never. So having spent 20 years plus building my own service businesses, some wildly successful, some wildly unsuccessful, and more importantly, the last 5 years coaching thousands of owners of service businesses, I have found just about every single stoppage of growth is one of these three areas. I want to make sure we can help you identify those so you never have to deal with them. Cecilia in the house, good to see you, sister. I'm so glad you're here with me. All right, so I spent a decade of my life, probably more, truth be told, but at least a decade trying to put out fires and never really asking what's starting those fires. Could I install a sprinkler system that would handle these fires? Just constantly, what's going wrong today? And I'll go put it out. And then, if all the stars aligned and nothing went wrong for a day, like, oh, maybe I could, I used to play golf, not anymore. I realize I suck and I hate it. So maybe I could play golf or do something, right? And that was kind of my existence. And maybe, the only time, hey, Jessica in the house, good to see you, sister. Jessica's like, can't wait to stop making these mistakes. I am here to help. Yeah, so literally the only kind of on the business work I would do would be if I was in a mastermind group and we had a retreat, or if I went on vacation, I didn't have the day-to-day. I was supposed to be vacationing with my family. I was doing the tactical thinking or the kind of big picture thinking for my business that I should be doing all the time. So it was kind of like the hierarchy of needs was backwards. It was doing all the fires that come up that is really $10, $20 an hour work I should have had systems or someone else to be doing. And then if there was nothing, kind of take a break because I was so tired from putting out fires. And then if I was on what was supposed to be an actual break, that would be the time I would do my critical thinking. Terrible. So you don't have to do that. Let me know if any of these sound familiar. I'll know if we're on the right page. Constantly dealing with not enough employees or having employees, but they suck. Not knowing when to hire administrative employees, right? Customers that are just awful and treat you poorly, but you feel like you need. So I can't do payroll this weekend. I've had those, by the way. Or I've never missed a payroll, but holy crap, has it been? I've been sitting at Wednesday with 30 grand in the bank and a Friday payroll that was 50 grand coming up, staring me in the face, or just maybe doing the work yourself, or just being busy and never getting anything done. Whatever it is, just running from thing to thing. And at the end of the day, if someone said, "What did you do?" You're like, I don't know. And it's a bunch of tasks, but like, how did you really build your business? You're like, I don't know. I just put out fires all day. So if that's you, you're in the right spot. We're going to help you with the three problems that you can kind of identify and create systems for, and then not have to do that anymore. I just kept thinking, if I could just learn this skill or this trick or this guru or that guru, it'll give me the results that I want. And I learned a ton. It's super helpful, but without a framework of understanding like what are these problems, what's the real root, I could never solve it. So what I really wanted was a framework to understand kind of all the problems that were going to come up, put them into a bucket, and then have a system to solve those problems. And that is what we're going to try and do today in the time that we've got. So big goals for our time. All right, before I share these three things, there is one main thing that has to happen for any of the three things to work. And I should probably do the whole podcast on this first and then come in, but what are you going to do? We're here. So if you don't look at your business right and you right and your relationship with each other right, none of these are going to go away, okay? So the first and foremost thing you've got to have, and this, you're like, hey, I thought you said there should be three problems. There are not problems, but things, that we have to make work. And if you don't, they will be problems. There are, and I'm going to give them to you. But if we don't have the right mindset, it's all garbage. So and I'm trying to sum up, hours of teaching in a little bit. But the big thing is you need to know, not think. You need certainty, and really that's what we're all selling in life, is certainty that whatever problem it is will be solved. You need to know and be certain and have certainty that you can and will grow your business and you'll get your where you want to go. Not because you're smart, not because you'll outwork everyone, but because you will outcommit. You will just keep trying until the earth ends or you get what you want. And again, so we're negotiable on maybe it takes longer than we want. Everything, many, if not most of the things in my life have taken longer and cost more than I wanted, but the things that we're committed to, we keep doing. So it's only over when we give up, right? So you have to know that you can and will do it, not because you're smarter or better, but because you're just never going to give up. Two, this is huge. If you're writing stuff down, write it down. Always look for a solution, never a reason this won't work, right? I know within 5 minutes of talking to somebody if they're coachable and what kind of results they're going to get, because the successful people say things like, oh, when I give any sort of coaching, they'll go, oh, because of my business, that looks like it'll show up. What you just coached is going to work because of this. Whereas the people that are not coachable go, oh, my business is different and won't work here, right? And it's not just my coaching, it's any coaching, it's life, right? Whenever there's a solution provided, if your initial instinct is, oh, well, here's why that won't work, or here's why that's this, or here's best of luck, you're going to have you might be better off being an employee. But when you go, got it, because of this, that means I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to have to modify my situation to get the results that I want. That's the win, right? So you can have success or you can have excuses, but you can never, ever, ever have both. So if you're going to be on the excuse train, well, that guy is richer and he's got this and he cheated and it's a good old boys network and whatever. One excuse is as good as another. You can have any of them, but that you won't have success. The successful people go, fine, because I'm tall, short, rich, poor, whatever my specific situation is, I'm just going to have to do X, Y, and Z to get to be successful. That's it. It's only over when you give up. So those are really the big things. Once you've got that mindset, man, it's really going to be hard for you to lose no matter what. And the three kind of time bombs that I'm going to give you, you solve them with that mindset. Now we got $1 million magic solution. Until you have that, I can give you all the systems in the world. You're not going to have any luck. So again, this can be scary, but the reality is the success of your business and the difference between spending the rest of your life going, if it wasn't for COVID, I would be a successful business. If employees wanted to work, I could. If someone would have given me a chance, if whatever the if is, you can spend the rest of your life going, if X, then I would have been successful. Or you can spend the rest of your life going, yeah, I'm successful because, and you could tell people, here's what I did, here's what worked, and it was hard, or it was easy, or whatever your story is. But until you are able to get until you're able to get the right mindset, this is really the difference between you having a job and a story of, yeah, I tried to be a business owner once or twice or even 10 times, right? There are guys and gals, by the way, maybe this is the second or third time you've tried to start your business and you've not succeeded. So here's a perfect example. A lot of people could go, oh, because I've tried and failed before, it won't work this time, right? Or we could say, because I've tried and failed, I'm going to have to make sure that I step up my investment in myself and my knowing who I need to be and give up far less quickly, right? That's what's going to take for success, right? Same backstory. We just get to choose how we respond. All right. So all that said, I wish guys, gals, I could tell you I was a natural born genius. And when I was in 5th grade, they're like, wow, this guy's going to be an amazing business owner. I'll make way for Mike, but it couldn't be further from the truth. God did not give me the 10 commandments of business that I'm sharing with you guys. Quite the opposite. I spent 20 years getting my teeth kicked in, wasting money, wasting time, taking 2 steps forward and 37 steps back. And then after that, I followed that up. And again, that mindset I just gave you, that I will never give up, no matter what. I'm just going to figure it out, no matter what. That is really, I wish I could tell you these 3 things solved me. That mindset saved me. And then once I had that mindset, these 3 things are like infinitely valuable. But it was really just me going, I'm never going to give up. And because I was poor and didn't know any business people, I'm just going to have to work harder and buy more books and invest in more in myself to get there. That's what did it, right? And then after that, I backed that up with 5 years of coaching other people, and you start coaching thousands of people, you see trends of what works and what doesn't work. And that's what I want to share with you today, is what the successful people have, the pitfalls they step over, and what takes out the unsuccessful people so we can keep you in the first group. All right. So again, the first step is really the personal growth we've been talking about. That helped them. And again, once they get that mental growth, they were able to identify these 3 things. So I'm going to do it for you, but into that clarity of once you commit to solutions and not excuses, you'll figure this stuff out for yourself. I'm just going to help you do it faster. All right. And a perfect example is that the transformation they made is businesses went, and more specifically owners went, from putting out what seemed to be just a constant stream of fires into developing systems to make sure that those fires never start. And in the rare case they do start, there's a system and an employing a set of core values and rules that can solve it, not the business owner dropping what he or she's doing and fix it, right? Perfect example is, if any of you guys have ever managed a sales team, they'll go, oh, you don't understand, Mike, there's 1,000 objections we have to deal with, there's and they think that there's just an infinite amount of objections. Just like as business owners, we think there's an infinite amount of problems or fires that come up in our business. And I've said, okay, fine, let's do it, sales guys. I've stood in front of a room and said, let's write them down. Let's come up with all of them. Hit me with every single objection. I got a whole page here. We'll see if we can't hit. You guys said there's thousands. We'll see if we can't hit 100. We'll make it easy on you. And they'd start shouting out stuff, and they come fast and furious the first 28 seconds. It's like, oh, I don't have enough money. I got to talk to my wife. I got to check with the boss. It's too expensive. Your product sucks. You suck, right? And they came fast and furious, and they really petered out after about like 13. They said there was thousands. I said, let's do 100. They petered after about 13. Truth be told, we took those 13. There was really like 4, right? Because the 13 was, it's too expensive. Your price is too high. I don't have the money. Those are all one objection, right? It's a money thing. Or I've got to talk to my boss, my spouse, someone else, my tarot cards. That's all one objection, right? So same thing. We're going to do that for you. So, and they started going, holy crap, I don't have to get great at solving 1,000 objections. I have to get great at solving 4 objections. We're going to do the same thing with you, and there's only 3. You don't have to get great at solving every problem that comes in your business. You just have to get great at solving these 3 problems, and that'll solve every problem under it. So let's do it. All right, the framework. Let's jump in. Number 1, you need an automated client attraction system. Number 1, you need an automated client attraction system. The 3 keys to this one are more than one, right? So I love Facebook ads. We spent a lot of money on Facebook, but they shut us down, and us and thousands of other businesses in January. And I could have said, well, Facebook got shut down. I guess we just stopped working. Nope, we had our best month ever, one of our best months ever. We just had to find other stuff, right? So you want to make sure that you have more than one system, right? So whether it's Facebook, referrals, repeat, email, money mailer, direct mail, whatever it is, if you have one of them, that's tough, because when that thing goes down, your business shuts down, right? Number 2, ideally, you want it to work without you, right? A lot of people can build a business just by being charming and great and working hard, which is fine as long as you are able to be charming and great and work hard for the entire successful run of your business. As soon as you're like, hey, I'd like to take a break, or go on vacation, or maybe I get sick, or whatever the case may be, or I want to sell it. Well, guess what? If you want to sell it, but it requires you to run, you don't have much to sell, right? You want something that can run without you. And then number 3, this is the big one people miss, is scalable. I love scalable. I was just talking crap, not crap, but telling you that Facebook has its weaknesses. One of its strengths is it's scalable. The difference between spending $10 a day and spending $100 a day is like that much. Well, it's $90, right? If you have money, it's very little difference at all. And if you've got a profitable funnel, right, every dollar you put in, you get $2 back, then it's super easy. So scalable is huge, right? And that's where kind of word of mouth falls down. It's a great thing, but it's hard to scale, right? So those are the 3 things that you need: an automated client attraction system, and that will solve a bunch of problems. So you're like, well, what about crappy employees or crappy customers that I hate? Guess what? An automated client attraction system will solve the problem of crappy customers, because you go, hey, piss off. It'll solve a lot of other problems, like, well, I can't, I don't have the money to do what I need to do to give good service. Well, we're going to talk about that in problem number 3, but also it fixes here, because if you have all the good clients that you want, you can charge enough to provide a good service and make profit. Okay, number 2, and some of these kind of work together. System number 2 that you need. So that's one of the 3 buckets, an automated client attraction system that has more than one lead flow, ideally 4 or 5 or 6. So if one goes down, it's no big deal. It works without you, and it's scalable. System number 2 is an automated employee attraction and retention system. The 3 pieces to this are: you teach the core values and the systems train and keep the employees. That way it can scale, right? So 0 to 10 employees, we can, maybe 20 if you really want to work hard and you've got a little culture in there, or you've got some core values. But you start getting 30, 40, 50, 60 employees, you can't. There gets to be the point you're like, I used to know everybody's name, and everybody used to know me, and we were all best friends, and now who's that guy? I don't even know the new guy. That's because it's around you. So the way that you have an automated employee attraction system is you teach the core values, the rules, you attract people that share those core values, and then the core values and the system that you've created do the training, the attracting, other employees do it. That makes it scalable, right? So scalable is kind of a theme you're going to hear how. And that'll also make it so you don't need to be involved, right? If you're doing it, when you stop doing it, go on vacation or whatever, hiring stops. If we have core values that everybody that's already on the team believes those core values, they can go hire people, make these decisions because they know what core values match look like and what not a core values match looks like, and they're gonna live right. All right. So system number 1, automated client attraction system. System number 2, automated employee attraction system. System number 3, you need a profitable business model. If you have a bad business model that doesn't work, it doesn't matter how good, how many, the whole like, oh, I can get a ton of customers. I know they're at a loss, but I'll make it up in scale. No, you won't. That's called a broken business model, right? You've got to make sure that your customers are profitable all the time. And a lot of us think, oh, well, I've got a little $500,000 business per year and it's not making very much money, but when I get to 1 million, then I'll make money. We think that overhead's not going to grow with us, but overhead does grow. It's hard to keep the numbers even the same, but trying to get the profit margins to go up as we grow is nutballs, right? Especially in the service business. Okay, so profitable business model, the three things in that, you've got to know your numbers. You've got to be able to know what your profit percentage is going to be. Most service businesses, and yours can be a little different, but the minimum is 20% net profit. If you're below that in the service business, the margins are too small. It just doesn't make sense. Net profit, not gross profit. A lot of times you have to be at a 50% gross profit, meaning if something, and I'm talking just on the service side. Obviously, if you're in like HVAC or something, you're installing equipment, your margins could be a little different, but certainly on the service side, at least half, right? Because so if it costs you $50 to do something, you charge 100. There's room for overhead, insurance, vans, all that stuff, offices, and still profit. But you want to make sure that it is profitable at every level, right? There's no excuse of like, well, I'm not making any money now, but when I get bigger, no, that's not how it works. We want to be profitable now, and we want to try and maintain the profitability throughout. So you got to know your numbers to make that work. Two, you got to run your numbers by KPIs, key performance indicators. Feelings do not get a vote, right? When we're knowing that we should raise prices or fire a customer that's not profitable, and we start going, well, but this guy will be upset or it won't work, or we start telling ourselves that's feelings, and the feelings aren't going to pay your bills. So you've got to run it off key performance indicators. The first number one key performance indicator for just about every business is net profit, cash profit, right? Start there and you break it down into smaller things. If things don't work, oh, I can't fire Susie. She's been with me forever. Well, if this is a for-profit business and Susie's position is keeping us from being profitable, let's help her find an opportunity that she can scale with, right? So you've got to be kind of, I don't say ruthless, but you've got to be attached to your core values. So our core values are have fun, make money, be real, and help out. And when we're not making money, obviously it violates the make money core value, but it violates the rest. It's not fun to work this hard and not make money for everybody. It's not fun. So that's not fun. You're not making money. To be real, I tell you guys, hey, one of my core values is to make money. I shouldn't say I don't need money, but we sold our company for pretty good money, right? So like if we don't get customers, we'll be okay. But this is still, we're real. We're like, hey, we're in this for the profit, right? Because the profit shows me that we're on the right track, right? It's kind of the scorecard. Jessica says, feelings always get in the way. They can. They always want to get in the way. We as owners get to decide if they do get in the way. And then, so be real, have fun, make money, and help out. I can't help anybody. The best way to be poor is not to be poor, right? So really important that we connect right back to our core values. And almost always, if you're a for-profit business, your core values you'll be violating your core values when you don't make any money. If you're not, that's fine. You just need to start a charity and a not-for-profit. Totally okay. Just if we're in a for-profit business, you're violating the core values of business, right? It's to provide value to the world and to make money in excess of the value that we provide. If you're not doing that, that's not a business, that's a charity. And I love charities. Let's just be clear on what you are. All right, and then it can't depend on one vendor, one customer, one employee to work. So those are the three things for profitability or your profitable business model. You got to know your numbers. You got to run your business by KPIs, key performance indicators, not with your feelings or emotions because they will lie to you. And it can't just depend on one vendor, right, or one customer. If we got one customer, it's 80% of our business. We don't have a business. We're running a business for that vendor because if he or she decides to lower your prices or lower what they'll pay, not pay you on time, fire you. There's all sorts of things they could do. Just tanks your business. So can't depend on one. Same with an employee, right? If you got one employee that without that employee, the business falls apart. That means we're not running on core values and systems. You don't really have a business. You're just running a business for that employee because he or she holds all the cards. All right. Every problem we've talked about so far fits into one of those three buckets, no matter what it is. I'm cleaning rags. That fits into one of the two buckets. I don't have the right employees. I can't afford someone to clean rags. I'm just making that for the cleaning industry. Well, that means you got a broken business model, right? Anything, any problem you have, I promise it fits into at least one of those buckets. So if you have those three systems running and you've got the right mindset, there's nothing stopping you from having a multi-million-dollar business, period. Those are really the things. The right mindset, a profitable business model, automated employee attraction system, automated client attraction system. You put those together with the right mindset, you're ready to roll. Once you've got those in place, you're good to go. So solve those, and not only will you have something that you can build to 7 or 8 figures, You also have something you run on autopilot, right? All those run without you. Scalable, systematizable, not depending on you is a key to the whole operation. So this is what I have used to help thousands of owners of cleaning companies grow and get freedom and make more money. And not only do you get all that freedom, but you move in terms of your personal values and owner from when we first start, it comes from I do landscaping or I clean pools or I am an electrician, right? That's kind of our initial value. And then we move to I manage other people to do those tasks, which is better. And then we finally go to I am a leader of a team and I create systems and the core I am the source of the core values. They all come from me and I'm constantly like pushing that methodology and that framework and that belief system into my team. That's my job. And then the core values and the systems that I've created run the company, right? So that's when you're able to kind of disassociate. Because the beautiful thing is, once you've hired people that already believe those core values, you've got management in place now, they're living the core values. You can take yourself out for a little while and come back, and everything still runs. So it's really fun to help watch owners transition from service providers to managers to true leaders that build the team and create something special. If this is valuable to you and you love it and want more of it, let me know. Subscribe to the show. Give us a rating and a review so iTunes knows that we're of value and shares it with whatever. And then you share it. Share it with a friend. If you are digging this and you're like, I know a landscaper that's getting his butt kicked, and desperately needs to work less and make more, let them know. Love to help. We've got so many tools available. If you would like some of those tools, go to growmyservicecompany.com. That's where we keep everything, all the free stuff that we offer to help make your life better. If you'd like a copy of my book, I'm a freaking genius. Why is this business so hard? 20 years of me making big dumb mistakes so you don't have to. Just go to, just shoot me a direct message on Instagram. I think we're instagram.com/grow my service company. Shoot me a message saying, hey man, I subscribed. Hey, I reviewed. Hey man, I referred you, and I will get you a copy of that book and we'll hook you up. All right, Service Nation, you are the best. Enjoy the time. Hopefully that was helpful. You get those things solved. You are on your way to a 7-figure business that does not require you to babysit and the ability to really contribute to the world the way I believe you were put here to contribute. Talk soon.